Hello, I thought I'd do an update on the my biggest tree fern. This is a 5 footer which I put in last year. Obviously you can see the old fronds are pretty much browned off, but there's still a bit of green in them, so I'm leaving them on for now. And also it helps to open the trunk up at the top. If you leave the old ones on, it sort of keeps it nice and open. If you cut them back straight away, they tend to sort of close up at the top, so that keeps it open. But there's the new fronds looking good. They've unfurled and still coming out at the minute. I'd say they're a good 4.5 foot long, and I haven't counted them, but there's a good 12 to 15, I'd say. So that's looking really good. So also at the back here, a little cutting of my main gunner, which is starting to kick in. You can barely see it now, but behind that, my Fatsia variegator, which I bought a couple of weeks back and put in the ground, that seems to be happy where it is. So these gets pretty much shaded most of the day to sort of get early morning light, because they're underneath there. The big cord lines, which you can see are starting to come into flower now. And on a side note, this is split leaf philodendron, which they're surprisingly hardy. Obviously I haven't had it out all winter, but they've been in the greenhouse, so that's kept at around 9 or 10 degrees. So you have got a couple of the old leaves which didn't like the winter too much, but it's already since I've brought it out, it's probably been sitting here for about 3 weeks now in sort of, like I say, mostly shade. You get some morning sun, so the old leaves, that might be a combination of sort of older leaves and a little bit of sun scorch, but like I say, in general, new leaves looking good, and plenty of new growth coming. So that's sort of a nice sort of tropical look down there between the Camerops humilis. And also just a little update on the tomato tree. That's been in the ground for 2 or 3 weeks now. Always seems thirsty, you can tell when the leaves sort of start drooping down like that. So I end up watering this nearly every day. Definitely needs the water, but since it's been outside, you can see the top growth starting to darken up. It's still pushing some new leaves there. So yeah, I'll be interested if I can get any fruits off that this year. Apparently you get sort of tomato-like fruits that you can eat, so I look forward to that. I think everything else seems to be settling in. The new canners I've put in all settling in. Cordline Superstar, one I got reduced, had a bit of damage on it, but bargain price. I still haven't got round to planting this yet, the Jack's Giant, but that'll go in over the next couple of days. I think I'm going to put it there. So yeah, I'm going to have to keep on top of that comfrey's going to have to come out, and there's a bit of bindweed trying to come through here and there, sort of strangling out the Fatsia there. It's Fatsia polycarpa. Yeah, so everything's looking good. Pedicets looking very lime green. They were dark green last year and had a bit of sort of flecking light, but obviously they've come up this year and they're probably getting quite a lot of light there, so yes. A nice new flush on the Fatsia. See, some of the old leaves have got a little bit of scorch on them. So like I say, this is in shade after about midday, so should be happy enough. The new growth's all looking good. The camouflage fats here. And yes, this is a Kentia palm, which again has got a little bit of leaf scorch. I brought it out when we had a few cloudy days just to sort of acclimatise a bit to the sun. I mean, it was in the greenhouse and getting a fair amount of sun, but obviously unfiltered sun is a lot stronger, so we've got a bit of brown on the leaves, but not too fussed on that. That'll get a few fronds over the summer. So I'll leave it there because I'll probably do a full garden update tour maybe middle of the month and show you how everything's growing. So leave it there. Thanks for watching.